can I talk about autistic burnout for a second? It sucks. It sucks really, really bad. Like, it's not even just how you feel, which isn't good a lot of times. You're exhausted, you don't have the same abilities, and oftentimes, at least for myself, I just want to get out of it. I just want to push through it as quick as possible, which can work against you. But what else is, a lot of times when you're dealing with all these other things, you're annoying to neurotypicals. Neurotypicals see something in us that they don't like, more so in burnout mode. And people seem to treat us worse. So it's just not fun. It's not fun at all. And I just want to talk about this a little bit because I have spent a good amount of time in burnout mode and it's gotten better over the years. There's certain things I have done to help myself out, and let's just kind of go through some of these. So, first, in burnout mode, you want to rest. That's the main thing, and it's not always possible, but you kind of need it. At first, it's not a good idea to go all the social gatherings that you've been invited to because, well, sometimes those social gatherings might aid more to your burnout than help you get out of it. So, that's one thing I learned. It's okay to take breaks from certain things while you're burning out. With that, your burnout might just be a couple weeks long opposed to months or years. Much preferable. But past all that, it's just almost on the horizon always for a lot of autistic people. You're always afraid of that period of burnout because you know you're going to go back through it. And through it, you just don't feel right. Oftentimes, if you're anything like me, you might blame your autism for everything. Fucking everything. How people treat you, how you feel about yourself, and the fact that this world was not made for you. That is one of the worst things to do, let me tell you. Because whether you like it or not, you are an individual with autism. See, a lot of the times it's just our preconceived notions of normal which works against us. We are constantly trying to fit in to this mold we don't fit into. It's like you're not going to push a square through a cylinder space. It's just not going to work. It's just not going to work. And that's why we're burnt out a lot of times. Not because there's anything inherently wrong with us. We're just not in the right society. We don't have the right expectations from other people and from ourselves. So something that I've learned is to redefine normal and accept certain things about myself. I've been masking my speech less. I always try to hit certain inflections and talk in a consistent way while I'm around neurotypical people. I just throw it out the window. I'm like, hey, wait a second. Why does this matter so much? Why do I need to talk like you? Why do I need to hit the same sort of inflection in my voice? Why do I need to talk in rhythm? Why? Why is that so important to you? And you sit there and you look at it and it's like, because they're idiots. They're stupid. If someone cares about that sort of thing, well, fuck them. Just fuck them. They probably can't understand much other than their baseline instinct anyways. It's not complicated. It's none of that. A lot of times neurotypicals act like we don't get things. No, we get things. It's just we can't act the same. It's different. It's just different. It's very different. It's foreign to neurotypicals. They're not going to understand it. But I get it. I have this perspective where I feel as if I can see into neurotypicals' lives in some ways better than themselves. They wouldn't like me saying that, but the truth of the matter is when you're looking at a bunch of cult members acting a certain way because there's a group think in play, neurotypicals are very susceptible to bandwagon effects. And this personally can drive me crazy a little bit. It can. It's just, where's the free will? Where's any of that? And a lot of times when you don't adopt the same behaviors as neurotypicals, because that's all they do is adopt everyone else's behaviors, they're going to judge you for it. Why is that normal? Why is it that you preach acceptance and diversity as a virtue, but then your principles don't align there? Maybe I'm not so bad. Maybe the fact that I'm autistic and hold myself accountable for things and feel deeply about certain things, and just because no one else does that mean that shouldn't be how it should be? I think it should be the way that I handle things a lot of times, but that's the problem. Everyone thinks it should be the way that they see things. Us autistic people know we're different. We move our boundaries around for people to try not to stir the pot so much. So, in the end, we're placed in a place where we have to placate the neurotypicals, despite us being the so-called special ones. In the end, the normal is defined by the neurotypicals. But again, it shouldn't be that way. I think just playing around with your preconceived notions of normal will help out a lot. Because a lot of times the way in which we're weird isn't that bad. It isn't that bad. It really isn't. Like, even if, like, you're stimming a lot, like, if you constantly are flapping your hands and stuff or something else, I wear a beanie because I do this stuff with my ears. It's, like the cold side of the pillow. It's like that's how my ear is. So, yeah, feels good. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like if that's the worst thing I'm doing, while other people are using other people, stealing, trying to climb that social hierarchy by gossiping. Okay, why is it that we can gossip and talk down about people, but I can't stim with my ear? It's just like, yeah, I'm okay with being different. I'm okay with it, and me just being that way has helped out a lot with the burnout. I don't try as much to mask; it helps there. But then when I get, you get slack for being different. You do, but it's easier. It's easier the more you accept your perspective. So reframing your perspective is one of the main ways that I've helped myself in both the short term and the long term.